We are now live, everyone.
Thank you, Don, and good morning. And thank you for those of you who are joining us at the opening work session for the evaluation of the resident curator program application that the Park Authority has received for the Ash Grove property in the Hunter Mill District. My name is Ben Boxer, and I'm the Public Information Officer for the Park Authority. Today's work session is the first step to convene the evaluation committee who will be leading the analysis and evaluation of this curator application. There will be no opportunity for public comment in this meeting today, but I would like to remind those watching that we are currently accepting public comment via email and on our project website at engage.fairfaxcounty.gov/Ash Grove. Additionally, we have a public meeting scheduled to receive community comments and questions coming up on Monday, October 28th at 7 p.m. at the Patrick Henry Library. For those who are unable to attend in person, there will be an opportunity to participate in that meeting virtually on the website where this meeting is being currently viewed at engage.fairfaxcounty.gov/Ash Grove. We definitely encourage members of the community to review the application, submit comments, and follow along with the process on our website. I should say that recordings of these virtual meetings will also be available on that website as well. With that housekeeping out of the way, I'm pleased to turn the time over to our Heritage Conservation Branch Manager, Dave Bukta, who will be leading the meeting this morning for an introduction of the evaluation team committee. Dave,
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate your attendance this morning. Stephanie Langdon is not able to join us due to family reasons, and she asked me to take over. So again, I appreciate your participation. First of all, we want to state the resident curator's goal and objective. The objective of the Fairfax County Resident Curator Program is the preservation of historic beauty within the county. The end goal is to rehabilitate and maintain underutilized historic properties and provide periodic public access to appreciate the historic significance of the properties. I'll begin by introducing the evaluation team. Stephanie is not here. I am David Bukta. As Ben said, I'm the Heritage Conservation Branch Manager for the Park Authority. And Liz, would you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, I'm Elizabeth Crowell. I am the Archaeology and Collections Branch Manager for the Park Authority and have overseen archaeological work at Ash Grove, among many other places in the county.
Yeah, Liz's participation will be crucial for this project because there are very sensitive resources all around the house. Michelle Meadows, please.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Michelle Meadows. I'm a senior right-of-way agent in the Land Acquisition and Leasing branch here at Park Authority.
Thank you, Michelle. I'm very pleased to announce that we do have Debbie Robeson with us, and she is a longtime Fairfax County history expert and an architect with the Schaefer Wilson Sarver & Gray Group. So, Debbie, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
And lastly, Claudia Diamond. Please, Claudia, introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Claudia Diamond. I'm the president of the Westwood Village Homeowners Association, which is adjacent to the Ash Grove House property. So that property's been our neighbor for years, and we're happy to have somebody maintain it and take care of it.
Right, absolutely. Thank you, Claudia. We felt that because, there would be so much back and forth with the HOA group regarding this presentation and the process of the curator, that it would just be wise to have you on board. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
While this meeting is open to the public, there will be no opportunity for public comment during the meeting. If you'd like to review the application, submit feedback, there is a link that will be provided in the information. First of all, we'll have administrative items, a brief program overview. The county will enter into a long-term lease agreement with private entities who occupy the property in exchange for rehabilitation and ongoing maintenance of the county's underutilized historic publicly owned properties. Additionally, the curator is responsible for utilities, property taxes, and to provide for reasonable public access consistent with the property's nature and use. We'll go over the evaluation process overview, administrative review, preliminary financial review, and you have been provided with packets virtually, which include the Historic Site General Management Plan from 2000, as well as a 2017 Historic Structure Report and Treatment Plan. You also have the Ash Grove Curatorship Proposal from the applicant and a scorecard with the criteria for evaluation. We'll go over the proposed use, the scope and nature of the public benefit and public access, the rehabilitation plan, the applicant's experience and qualifications, public response, overall presentation of the proposal, and finally we'll go over a review of the upcoming schedule. On Monday, October 28th, we will have a 7 p.m. public meeting. If needed, we'll have an additional session like this one, a virtual one, on the 12th of November at 10 a.m. On Thursday, November 14th, our public comment period will close. On Tuesday, November 19th, we have a 10 a.m. virtual working session. At the end of the evaluation team's process, we will make a determination as to whether the applicant successfully met the evaluation criteria. Then we will have a preliminary discussion on the curatorship proposal. That's where we'll be at now. Is there any comments that anyone has based on your initial review of the proposal? Do you have any questions? Is there anything you'd like to discuss? And I'll open the floor.
If you're just looking for a general comment, I thought that the use being residential would have the least impact on the historic building. So I found that to be a plus.
Yeah, we always felt when we advertised the property that the residential situation is one of the only options that would fit within the very tight Westwood Village neighborhood. And, you know, for parking reasons, for noise and traffic, it just doesn't make sense to have a business back there of most types. So.
To your point on the parking, and we would just, I have gotten some feedback from the community, and obviously they're concerned with, as much as we want to share the wealth of the history there, we do have concerns about a lot of people accessing the property because there is no place to park on the property. So any parking would have to be on the physical property of the Ash Grove house if people were coming to the community. And I believe you guys probably already know that because it's, you know, it's all fire lanes back there, and it's pretty tight, even to drive back there. So I know that's been some of the community concerns that, you know, any people coming in or, you know, tours or everything, that would have to be taken into account as to whether there is adequate parking for that.
Yeah, in the past, when we've had public events, usually regarding the resident curator program, we've offered a shuttle service from a parking lot from afar. So we would probably request that something like that is done for the public access, which that would only be once a year required.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's not a problem, but you know, we don't even have enough parking for our community. So, you know, it's like, there's enough to share. And I will say one of the other comments I got was, I guess there was some language about composting on the property. Oh. And this property already has quite a bit of wildlife on it. So there has been some community outreach concerns on drawing any additional wildlife onto the property because it has been a problem in the community. So I just wanted to put that out there because that is some feedback that I've gotten.
Yeah, perhaps there's an option to close in the area so the wildlife can't get to it. But yeah, we'll have to evaluate that as we move along.
Yeah, I just thought I'd put that out there because that's what a couple people have already said that to me.
Thank you. Any other comments about the process, questions, concerns? I'll just state for the record that in reviewing this application, I felt that we were very fortunate to get someone who has done as much historic preservation work on other sites as this applicant has. So I'm pleased to see that. If you look at the different curators that we have currently, there's a diverse group. You know, we have people who have experience and people who don't, and they're, you know, primarily having the work done. But in this case, she'll do a lot of the work herself if she is selected. And I think it's a really great option for us because Ash Grove is such a unique property for us, the history, the house itself, and obviously its location. So.
And I would reiterate both what David said and what Debbie said. I think that, you know, the use is compatible with the community, and also that, you know, that it's fortunate that the applicant has the, you know, the breadth of experience that she does. So I think that those are both important aspects of what was presented to us.
Any other questions about the schedule or anything else before we move on to the next portion? Okay, seeing that we don't have any other comments currently, the next meeting, the public location, or I'm sorry, the public meeting location will be at the Patrick Henry Library at 101 Maple Avenue East in Vienna. And it'll be October 28th at 7 p.m. on Monday. With that, I think we have concluded the agenda for our evaluation team for this initial virtual working session. And I'll ask Ben to conclude it for us.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dave, and particularly thank you to the evaluation team for taking the time to be here this morning. These kickoff meetings typically are quick, but they are important as they establish the pattern for how we will proceed in this evaluation. Really appreciate you all taking the time to review the application, share with us your initial comments, and look forward to the continuing discussion, as Dave said, at our public meeting, which is scheduled for Monday, October 28th at 7 p.m. at Patrick Henry Library. For those who are watching this meeting, the Patrick Henry Library is located at 101 Maple Avenue East in Vienna. And if you are unable to attend, you will be able to see and participate in those proceedings on this website at engage.fairfaxcounty.gov/Ash Grove. With that said, I am very excited to see this project continue, and we're happy to have you join us as we continue the discussion. With nothing else further on our agenda, we'll go ahead and adjourn this meeting for this morning, and look forward to seeing everyone on Monday the 28th.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Have a
everyone.
nice day.